Shit, we even saw it better the other way. Like this way, I'd be like off screen almost. All right, that's good.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Knicks Morning Coffee. I'm Joe Cole with my partner, Mr. King.
Yep.
Welcome back. It's a new year, so like, comment, and subscribe. We on that road to 500 subs. So join the Knicks family. All right, how you feeling to be back? Feeling
Good.
good?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Knicks feeling good. As fans, we feeling good. Knicks off to a good run. You know what I mean? We third in the East. We won the last 8 out of 10 games. We
Well,
fought.
not well. Prior to that, it was 9 out of 1 games.
They're 9 out of 1, but in the last 10, is we like 8-3. Fourth in the NBA.
Yeah, and see that's important to note because not only are we third in the East,
Mm.
if we was in the West, we'd be in second. Prior to last night's loss, I
Yeah.
don't know about, but prior to those 2 losses, we would have been second in the West.
Mm.
So that's saying something. When the West started out, at one point they had like 12 teams over 500, and at that point we only had like 6
Right.
in the East. So a lot to be hopeful for. And I'm not, the other useless stat now because we lost 2 games, but prior to that, we started the season 5-6,
Mm.
and then went on a 17-4 run.
Mm.
So that's like it's useless now because we lost 2 games.
Yeah,
But we sitting pretty.
Yeah, first thing, our players had to learn, being on a new team and a new situation and how to move. I think once some of them got it right, like once Cat knew what he had to do and Brunson knew he had to facilitate more and he's not always gonna get those points, and Mikal was gonna get rolling, I think that was step one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Step two is, we'll talk about later, is like making sure everybody stay healthy and get healthy. But after that stretch we had when we was winning, yesterday, Derrick Rose ceremony, they told him that they was going to be retiring his jersey. So even though he's a Bull first, once a Knick, always a Knick with Derrick Rose. You know what I mean? How you think?
Now I ain't gonna take that away from him. I mean, we know we throw that cliche out there, and we had him for 2 small stints, and he was valuable to us, especially in the mentorship. But we can't. I ain't taking that Bulls. I'm not taking that away from him.
No.
Yeah, because he done too much for the Bulls.
Yeah, I'm saying he was a great Bulls, but I think we also loved him as a Knick. It felt good seeing him, like seeing the Bulls fans and people like love him and his family.
Yeah.
So that was cool last night to watch.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. So I was wondering if they was even going to show it, but I said they waited for the Knicks to even play the Bulls to show that. But I wish they could have. It's crazy. I wish they could have added maybe Knicks fans to show the appreciation, or have like Melo there and
it's not
or
over
JR
yet.
to play. No, but Melo play. I wish they would have been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the Knicks could also probably invite him to a Knicks Bulls game at home, and show him at least a video montage. That's possible. Still, they're not gonna retire his jersey, but
I don't think he did enough retire.
But they may honor him when the Knicks play the Bulls and he come to town.
He's like Taj Gibson for us. Like like he's in that same. Like he didn't really do too much, or like even Baron Davis. I still think he wasn't as good.
He just won't give up on Baron Davis.
Listen, you gotta add just so you remember. Like I think
I like Baron. He just got hurt too fast for me.
Yeah, he got hurt too fast, but I think he went out with a bang. But that being said, the bad part was we lost to him. You know what I mean? Like I wanted that win. It almost at first seemed like the refs were trying to make sure the Bulls get that win. At first, with all them foul calls or them stupid calls, I'm like, yo, what's going on? But we had back-to-back lead blown with the Bulls, and then with Shai Gilgeous and OKC. Do you think that's gonna be a problem later on, or?
No, I think as long as it's not mental, as long as it's not a mental thing to go on a skit. Like, remember, I think last year was 50 wins was stay away from multiple 3-game losing streaks.
Right.
We didn't have none if we had one. And this year, it's not so much worrying about what we get, which we could be on the verge to 60. But it's just now this is going to be our first test. We might have lost 2 early in the season, I don't know. So now can we bounce back, and then not just bounce back? Can we Can we keep moving forward? Because out of our next 20 games, about 18 of them are at home, 17, but in that is away game with Philly and the Nets. So Brooklyn is a home game for us, and then Philly is almost damn near like a home game, where our fans travel.
Right.
So we got a chance to. I mean, we got this big lead by beating up on mediocre teams, but now we have a chance to have more competition, but to be at home and establish ourselves as a real, NBA power.
Yeah, and I also feel like because I think we played Denver and we beat them too. So we beating good teams if the game don't really mean nothing. I think we just not seizing the moment on big games where it kind of means something.
Yeah.
To me, sometimes it seems like what get y'all the lead or have you winning games, y'all not doing that. So I asked last night, I was like, are they not realizing what it is that they doing sometimes, or are they just straying away from it because they just think that's the thing to do, is to go one-on-one, or because it seemed like they feed Mikal. As they feed him Mikal, Towns is still getting his points. Now Brunson gotta not sneak his, but he gotta sometimes, just take the wheel. But they looking for Mikal. So now I noticed that, like, we looking for you to be the scorer. But it seems like after third quarter, if things get out of hand or get close, through the foul trouble or whatever the case may be, they stray away from that. So now Brunson does more one-on-one going to the basket. Like, I see why he did it with SGA. So maybe I'm just overlooking it. Because SGA is doing it to you, you doing it back to.
Yeah, he got caught up.
Yeah, you got caught up in the moment. But then, like last night, there's nothing to get caught up in the moment. I think we needed shots. You know what I mean? Kobe White hitting threes. Everybody's getting hot. Why is Shamet not shooting threes, or y'all doing a different game plan?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we always talk about every show, like, is this a player thing? Is it a coaching thing?
It's both.
Yeah,
it's both, because Tibbs was calling those timeouts every time they made that run late in the third and fourth quarter, but it wasn't coming back resulting into nothing.
Yeah.
And it's not like so much we was playing bad, but we wasn't seizing the moments, because Kobe knew he had 4 threes in a row. He knew once he got it, he was shooting it.
Right.
So we need a guy like Shamet or one of them, like, let it go. Okay, we know you can do other things. And we know the game plan must be to get to the bucket. But you're out there for your shooting. And if you're not going to shoot, for me, I don't got no use for you. Because we need to be able to keep the defense honest. And even though all of our perimeter guys can shoot, he's supposed to be our knockdown 3-point specialist. So be that. Don't get caught up in that Evan Fournier thing, showcasing that I could do all these things. We know that already. Remember your early career before the injuries. Shoot the three, when you shot, end up being a foul, but on somebody else. But still, we need that put in the game plan, like Boston do. When he come in the game, it's got to be a situation where everybody knows he's out there and what he do, and he's going to get his shots. It's got to be focused in the offense.
Yeah, I remember last night you was talking about Charles Barkley. I'm doing this on the fly, but you was talking about Charles Barkley and JJ Redick getting into it. One person say it's easy, and one person say it's not. If it's so easy, why won't you do it? I think that probably ties into what will you be saying about Thibodeau and maybe a lot of even stubborn coaches, new coaches, if you want to.
Well,
because I don't really know what they
were talking about.
Argument.
It started from the podcast with JJ and LeBron, and which was wrong on LeBron's part to be critiquing your own team with somebody else during the season. So they was throwing Darvin Ham under the bus with that, and JJ was very critical of some of the moves Darvin Ham was doing. Now, we could sit up here right now and put up a highlight, and we could diagram a highlight in hindsight. It is very difficult to coach a team in the heat of the moment when your team can't score and you can't stop the bleeding from the other team. So JJ was like making it seem like it's so easy. Well, now you become coach, and you see that even with 2 so-called superstars, it's not that easy.
Yeah, no.
To coach a team, let alone in the heat of battle, because you got to get whatever's translating in your mind as a coach, you got to translate that onto the players on the floor. And the pressures of coaching is not only you got to translate what's in your mind, your mind got to be thinking that, because you're just worrying about stopping the bleeding or something. So the right plays ain't even popping up in your head. So now how do you talk to grown men to get them to do what you want them to do with all that pressure? So Barkley was criticizing him, and all the other part was that when JJ was saying the media, if they keep saying the NBA is bad, the play is bad, and the media keeps saying it's bad, well, as somebody watching the game, I'm gonna think it's bad too. But JJ, you did the same thing,
right?
As a commentator, you criticized some of the play.
And it's funny because when we were talking about that, as we were watching the Knicks game, you can see when Thibodeau is frustrated when he's calling these timeouts. And we, as fans, we watching like, what are y'all thinking? So then that comes into play. And then also, you live by the three, die by the three. When we talk about boring NBA today, I felt like it's still cool to see players dribble, step back, shoot a three, shoot a. I still like it. Like we shoot, you know what I mean? Like we enjoy watching people shoot. But it's boring when you come down, miss one, the other team come down, miss one, the other team come down, throw up one, the other, like that's getting annoying.
Yeah, like, and it looks good when you make it because remember Kobe made 4 in a row. And one thing Barkley did say is that teams everybody's trying to do, I think not this one might have been Kenny Smith saying it, is that when teams are only doing it 1 out of 10 games, you might watch the game where the team is knocking down all their threes. But the other 8 or 9 games where they just jacking up, missing them, it ain't worth looking at.
Yeah, no.
But Kobe, if that would have been somehow the Knicks knocked down 4 threes in a row, we'd have been all, we'd been excited.
I know, right? And it's funny because it always seems like these players is listening to you in the living room because I said, when fans wanted Kobe White, or that was on some fans' radar, and even some media people, I'm like, why? You know what I mean? Like,
I still don't want him, but
like I don't want him. Like, what can he do that we already don't got? Then he come down third quarter or fourth quarter, hit all them threes in a row.
Yeah,
and I'm like, he made the case for himself today.
Well, he's been known to knock down threes on us anyway. It's just that I don't see where you help us.
Yeah, nah.
Because again, if you come to because he shoots and drives, and he got history of playing major college ball and all that, but I don't see where he helped us.
And it's just bad timing because that Derrick Rose thing and the foul they was called and skeptical. And when remember he pulled his arm down, I'm like, y'all don't see that?
Yeah.
Like, why we even got to go back to film to even see that he did that? And I think he still shot the free throws, the other team, but I ain't like that. The back-to-back blown leads, I just think they was hard, tough games to play, and it's going to happen.
Nah, last night just got away from us, but that OKC game, you got to walk out of there with that one. Like you had that one. You had to walk out of there with that.
Yeah, I wanted, but again, they didn't do what had them winning for 3 quarters. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they strayed away from that, and that shouldn't have been the case. Now SGA they were saying the mid range, but I don't think it's so much the mid range that he's great at. It's just getting to the hole.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
at first I was questioning it, but
the boy, he's
a hybrid. Good.
Yeah, he's a hybrid, but he got that ball on the string. When you got that ball on the string, it's hard to defend that because you can change direction anytime you get ready.
Right.
And very few people in this league was ever able to really do that like that. Yeah. And he got that. Now that doesn't mean he's not unstoppable. Like if he had a guy like Mitch back there and you got some help at the rim, that also helps because now the defense can still try to funnel him a certain way, knowing that Mitch is back there.
Right.
But I just felt that as an organization and as a team that's supposed to be one of the elite, that you up like that. Now we've come back from leads like that too. But you walk out of there with that win. Because you remember last week, a couple of games, one against Washington, one against somebody else. We came back with games that should have been over if we came back and won them. So, you give OKC credit for that, but it'd be nice to have.
Well, listen, we a new year. If you're still here, like, comment, and subscribe. Going into All-Star break, I noticed people's asking, do Knicks have a depth problem? Like, do we have enough players on the bench or scoring off the bench? Just the name, we got McBride, Payne, and Achua, right? And then I look further and I seen Celtics. They got Harford, Jordan Walsh, Pitcher. What's the difference between us and the Celtics? We third in the East. Like I said, 8 for 3 last 10 games, 4th in the NBA. You think there's a problem?
Now I'm starting to think there's a problem because when you're talking about Boston, when Horford comes in, he's used.
Mm.
They know they're gonna use him where he's gonna get his spot up threes.
Mm.
You know, he's gonna when the other two guards, when the other two shooters come in, they know they're getting their shots. Like they're not in there to get the Celtics back in games. They're literally in there to push the lead, not sustain the lead, push the league forward. And they do that. And the team, even if Tatum and Brown is out there with them, the team recognizes that, and them guys get their shots where they're supposed to get them as 3-point shooters. That elevates them, so when the other guys come back in, they can just keep on going. So we're not doing that. Now McBride been hurt, and he been getting his numbers. Payne, we have no problem with what he's doing, but I keep now every time we get on the show, the guy we have in the G League again, damn, the veteran guy. Excuse me. To me, after the All-Star break, if something else doesn't happen, because we do have a depth problem as far as scoring off the bench. We got solid guys off the bench, but we don't got a guy. Deuce is just getting his. We need a guy that's a bucket getter. And our guy in the G League, damn, what's his name? 6'8" scorer. He's now seasoned killing down there. We shouldn't even be down there. But he's the guy.
Yeah, put it in the comments if y'all get the
I
name,
could look it up right now, but he'll come in and he'll come in and get you a quick 10 off the bench.
Yeah, if you want to look it up.
In short minutes. So that's my phone is in my glasses are weird. Yeah, but he's the guy. And we bring a guy like that in off the bench, 15 minutes a game, you're going to get 15 minutes of scoring. But you got to bring the guys in off the bench and use them. Remember I said last night, when we bring in our bench, we keep a starter out there who's still the scorer.
Yeah.
So we got to get a bench guy that.
I mean, so while you look that up, I was going to get to, I don't think there's a problem. I think we probably not utilizing some people to the strengths. So like I said, we brought up Shamet.
Yeah.
We not utilizing him as a shooter. We got a Chua that is playing a 4, but he's out there just playing a role of just make sure you do a certain job and just get that done. Right? The problem I think we have that I didn't put on the board as a note, but with the Celtics and Cleveland, they got 3 actual centers. You know what I'm saying? So I always say, no matter if it's a scoring big man or a defensive big man, when you got 2 and 3 of them, it's hard to keep up with that. You know what I mean? Because if we 3rd in the East and 4th in the NBA, is there a problem? No.
No, it's not a problem.
McBride being hurt probably did mess us up a little bit because he is a key factor to why we win it. Campaign shows up when he has to. So he got to play a little bit more minutes and facilitate where he really didn't have to when McBride was there. He just had to really just shoot and just pull the trigger. But now you're worrying about if you're facilitating the ball at the same time. So
but you gotta understand this
you
too.
Put Tyler Kolek out there, and it's still, though we are winning. Like I said, I'm just nitpicking because is it a problem? No. Now, do we need a center? Still a center? Yes. And I've been saying this all summer that we're gonna feel it because we only got but one. Yeah, Chua can do it, but and Sims, I think you said yesterday he was playing good, and now he don't get no playing time, but it wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? It's been how many years? You got to do more, and you're not the typical center. You know what I mean? You're not Celtics, Cleveland. They got the typical center. Even if they shoot, they tall, they dead near 7 foot.
Hear what you say.
What's up?
This is why, it's not just not jump off the roof problem, but it is a problem because we 3rd in the East, right? 4th in the NBA. But who are we behind? We're behind the people that we have to get over.
Yeah, the ones
Cleveland
I'm naming.
and Boston. So that is a thing for concern when they can bring scoring off their bench. We got to be able to match them bringing scoring off our bench. And T.J. Warren is the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know he's a now journeyman who's been hurt, but he's showing down in the G League and in the preseason that given time and minutes. He's still a bucket getter. We don't care how you get it, but we need a guy that when he come in there, he knows I'm in here to score. And the rest of the team would have to know if we brought him now. If something happens by the trade deadline, then that's fine. But if not, you know
Mm.
he's one of them guys that touch the ball and it go in the net
Mm.
because he can get it so many different ways, shooting, driving, posting, and I think we're not wasting him yet, but come after February or we making that NBA push down the stretch, those last month and a half, to me he got to come up. Not just come up though, he got to come up with a purpose.
Yeah, I agree, but like I said, just to get the argument, Celtics and Cleveland are the two teams in front of us with the 3 big men.
Well,
you know what I mean? So, yeah, Celtics, they come off the bench and hit their shots. But that being said, last year they was way better than they was this year. They were damn near undefeated, right? This year, no, we right behind them with the same team. They got the same team. Nobody left.
yeah, but Porzingis is just coming back too.
Porzingis just coming back. That should make them better.
Right, and they've been
and
better.
Porzingis he's not even. I don't even think he's playing center, and he's still better than like Achua. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So like, if he's playing center or the 4, he's still gonna be like it's still like a mismatch issue with those two teams. Though we played them well, that's hard to play for a series or even try to play during the regular season when you got to play them 4 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, the depth problem, yeah, you bring up T.J. Warren, but then who's that taking minutes? Is that taking minutes from Payne? Like somebody
it could take minutes
from Shamet?
It could take minutes from anybody. It could take minutes from the starters because we can't have these starters going 38, 40 minutes like that, especially as hard as they go. So the whole idea is to have bench scoring that if you got all your starters on the bench, you know there's a guy out there because we know what the perimeter guys around him will do. You know what Deuce will do, what Payne will do. Now you got a guy that you know you can count on him for 15 to 20 because he's going to get it. And then when he don't get it, them other guys, they can knock down their shots. And then Achua and them fill in. Now, should you go out and get a scoring center? We see that the scoring centers that are on the block, but you might have to give up mitts to get them.
And they don't even got to be, to me, it don't even got to be a scoring center.
Well, then if it's not a scoring center, we don't need it.
I'm talking about, it still got to be a center. Because though we score 100 and something points, we give up. Because Mitch ain't technically a scoring center. He just plays center very well. Regular center.
Yeah, but that helps you because he gives you second chance points.
Yeah, he do go what? He do get doubles.
Yeah, but I'm saying he gives you more opportunity.
Yeah.
With the second chance rebounds.
I'm not, when I say scoring center, I mean the person that can come out to the 3-point line.
Yeah, but even if Mitch comes in and we don't have another primitive, and it's got to be a big guy. That's why I like T.J. Warren because he's 6'8". He's not a bruiser, but he can go in the post too, and he can get the ball and get a bucket. Now he's not end all be all, but he solidifies your bench in terms of scoring because you measure it, and it's unfair to the Knicks because the way we play defense, your bench is measured on points.
Right.
It ain't measured on the intangibles. Our bench guys gives you the intangibles. When Payne is out there, you ain't worried, right? When Deuce is out there, you ain't worried because he's gonna D up. They're gonna do things that keep us in the game.
Yeah, T.J. Warren, if he come in for Mikal Bridges, I feel like that's an even.
Yeah, but he can come in for Mikal. He can come in for OG.
The way Mikal is trying to score.
Yeah.
If Mikal come back and you got another person that's trying to score.
Yeah.
I feel like then it makes more sense. But like I said, we were talking about earlier, I think that's a coaching thing, and they got to implement that so it's almost like plug and play.
Well, it's also too with Mikal, and I like this about Tibbs too, because in the past teams would have, like, say, take the OKC game, and Mikal, y'all guys are going out there to guard Shai Gilgeous. Now, normally they would have said, don't focus on offense, focus on defense of guarding him, but we still was looking for Mikal. Against Shai in the post, like going to him. So we're not saying just save your energy on offense. No, we recognize that we have a two-way player, and we treating him even when he got to guard the best player. We treating him and OG as two-way players, and that's growth for Tom Thibodeau to me. You know, normally it would have been just go shut them down. We'll let Towns and Brunson deal with the scoring. Right. Nah, shut him down or try to shut him down. And get yours too. So that shows that we're on a path that I don't think nobody could ever predict it the way Tibbs started out with us. Now, other thing is historically Tibbs teams start slow. You know, usually like late December going into January, February. By then you know we rolling. Well, this year we started rolling.
A little bit sooner.
Yeah, after like 10, 11 games, we was, so the argument for me too would have been, well, did we peak too soon?
I don't think so, because like I said, last year we kind of had the same team, and they wasn't talking about the bench until playoffs. You know what I mean? So it was like almost like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Beginning of last year, we wasn't talking about the bench. We were talking about how good the bench was.
Mm-hmm.
This is with Randall, and with Mitch hurt in and out of injury, and like we seen the upside. We kept saying we need another star, but now we swap stars, and we feel like we good on stars. Now we need a bench, but the bench ain't really changed.
Well, no,
because Bogdanovich didn't come till after the All-Star break or something like that.
But that was all a part of it. And then he left.
Yeah, later. But now we got T.J. Warren. Payne's playing better than.
Yeah, we can't count Warren yet because he didn't come up. We don't use Toppin. Last year's bench was way better because if we lose 3 or 4 guys to major injuries for a long period of time like we did last year, we don't come back from that like we did last year.
I feel like our bench
Mitch is already out. So now you're talking about if we lose, let's just pick any 2 other starters besides Hart. No, if we lose Mikal and OG with Mitch already out for a long period of time, we don't bounce back from that. If we use Brunson or Towns or Brunson and Mikal.
I mean, we second in the East last year with Brunson.
Because look who was on our bench.
Yeah, I'm talking about this the starters when they was hurt. It was like Brunson, McBride, Josh Hart, Achua, and I can't even figure out who. Oh, and then Hartenstein wasn't hurt all the time.
Yeah.
But that was it.
But look who was out.
I'm talking about. So now, I'm not even because I.
No, DiVincenzo.
And DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
He
came off our bench to start.
And Josh
came off our bench.
McBride started, yeah.
Well, most it was DiVincenzo and Hart came off our bench to start.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? They was on our bench.
Randall was hurt.
Achua came off our bench to start.
That's what I'm saying.
That's 3.
So Randall was hurt. Mitch is hurt.
OG was out.
OG was hurt.
Somebody else.
And we got the same players other than the people we had.
All right, so okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So when they say no bench,
all right, so let's take.
They was praising us because all these people was hurt, and these are the people that's playing.
Well, because they stepped up and had to play the rest of the season. So let's do it now. Let's take 3 major guys out of our starting lineup now.
And they won.
And no, now I'm talking about.
Brunson didn't play.
No,
McBride ain't even play.
Right now, I'm talking about for months. Mitch is already out. So let's pull 2 more from our starters. Pull 2 from the starters.
So let's say, Mitch is already out. McBride has to start.
And we can't really count Mitch because he ain't played the whole season. So let's take 3 from our starters. Mitch ain't played the whole season.
So
take 3.
Brunson's out, McBride's in.
Okay.
Who's playing the 2? Bridges?
Yeah. It don't matter what position. Well, yeah. Just take 3, period.
I'm trying to figure out who to take out.
And who you put in? What 3 you put in?
I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to take out. This would make it not fair. Who's staying in the starting lineup? You just pick who's staying in the starting.
It doesn't go by that. I'm just saying we primarily use 3 guys off our bench.
Cat.
We talking about we starting Precious again. I don't know where. Could it be for power forward?
So it's Cat, Precious, OG. So let's go McBride. Achua's already starting? No, right?
No, he would have to start.
Achua instead of OG.
Okay, so we got Towns, Achua starting.
Towns, Achua.
Mikal. Mikal's out?
No. Mikal's
in.
And I took away Brunson.
All right, so we starting.
We still winning.
We starting Deuce, Mikal. Who's the other one you took out? Because you got to take out 3.
OG.
All right, so you took out Brunson, OG, and who?
Oh, I got to take out another one.
Yeah, you got to take out another one.
But remember, you said Mitch already ain't there.
Well, we can't count Mitch. He never played this season.
All right.
So we can't count him. It ain't like he played and went out.
Trying to figure out who on the bench. So I'll put Achua in there.
Well, you got Payne, Deuce,
Hart.
and OG. I mean, Payne, Deuce, and Precious. Those are our 3 bench guys.
Hart.
Hart. So we taking out Hart, OG, and Brunson. I don't even know if we have to go Hart. Well, yeah, Brunson or Towns. You got to pick one. Okay, Brunson. So you going? So
Towns hurt. I think we struggle.
Haha. Okay. All right. I'll take that. So Towns more valuable than Brunson, and that ain't even where I was going with it. But
You said
now,
more about it.
no, now because you
We
said
only got one center.
all right. Okay.
All
I mean,
right.
just to hear you say that.
Hold on. So to make it clear, let me just throw a monkey wrench in there. What's the dude on the Bulls? Valanciunas.
Uh-huh.
Put him there and take Towns out. Valanciunas get hurt, we struggling. We don't got no Mitch, and we got a Chua. This is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
No,
okay.
take Town. Right. Put who's the dudes on the on Cleveland? What's they two centers name?
Yeah.
Just take one of them.
Mobley and
just
Allen.
take one of them, Mobley, and put him in Town spot. He get hurt, we in trouble. Achua now got to play center.
Well,
Achua, we don't even use Achua as a scorer. Now, though he played well, we don't use him as a scorer. Towns is scoring and pass. He's getting a triple-double.
Yeah, all right.
I don't even want to have the argument with Brunson and Towns yet.
No, I'm not even. Yeah, no, I'm not starting.
I don't even want to start that.
They actually.
I think Brunson's doing. Yeah, I think Brunson's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I said this in the beginning. If he got to score 30 every night, there's an issue.
Yeah, but you don't think he wants to?
No,
it's different. You said that last night.
Yeah,
he don't have to.
Yeah, it's a difference.
But he want to keep pace with them other guards.
If I can score 30, yes, I want to. But do you rather have that ring or you just score 30? I can see if you. That's a whole another conversation. But I don't even want them to put that because I think that's coming. I see it coming.
I don't think.
The way Cat playing, he playing amazing.
Nah, but the way they complement each other, I think the worst could happen is Cat makes the All-Star team and Brunson don't. It's not even the worst anymore. Listen, Brunson's still going to make it.
When the big is doing what Cat's doing, it's a hard case. And as Knicks fans, we always do that. When one person play good, it's almost like you dismiss. It's almost like
how long I've been saying that.
So yeah, but last year when Brunson was throwing them threes and going one-on-one, I was like, he has to do that. There's no other person on the team that can do that. Right? I'm talking about but that's how you felt. But now he go one-on-one this year. Now I'm like, you don't have to do that. Mikal is there and Cat is there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think he understands that. But in them late game situations and we blowing a lead, why are you going one-on-one? Sometimes you have to. In them situations, it didn't look like you had to. It looked like Cat and Mikal was giving them problems already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I feel about that.
Nah, he don't have to.
So do he got to probably work on that, or it is what it is? It's like if you do it and you drop 40 and we win, you're a hero. And then he gotta take that. So like I'm a bomb on him when I feel like you ain't have to do it, but when you do it, I'm gonna praise you. So when it don't work in your favor, which it didn't to me, like they already when you read about it, they coming at Brunson for
certain things
for going one-on-one. But this is what y'all expect of the star. So if they would have lost and he didn't go one-on-one, y'all just say he went missing.
Well, yeah, because it's gonna come down to with Brunson. Do you want to keep your all-star status, right, of an elite player? Now you don't got to make the all-star team to be considered an elite player. But in Brunson's case, he's going to be measured by the All-Star game now. So if you just play team ball only, you're not going to the All-Star game.
Yeah, no.
So I think he knows that in the back of his mind. I got to keep pace with the other guards.
But I wouldn't want him to do that neither, because the reason why they can do what they do is because he do that. So that's the double-edged sword.
No, the double-edged sword is
the game comes easy for Cat because they can't leave Brunson over there.
Brunson realizes, like there was another useless stat that Alan Hahn, he always coming up with these stat things. The Knicks are the only team ever to have 4 guys by December to have scored 40 points. So we have 4 guys now, of course, a lot of teams got guys that are capable, but not like that. Yeah, so like last night, the other night, Cat, without even realizing it, damn near had 50. And had 48. A few games for that, Brunson had 50. So all them other guys can get it if their efficiency level is up. they can get to 30 and 40s without going out of team play.
That's what I'm saying. And they talk about the bench. To bring that up, we got 4 guys that can do it, not including Hart. No disrespect, he plays hard. But 4 guys can do that. One of them 4 guys or 2 are going to be in the game when the bench is in the game.
Yeah.
So when they say no, do it matter when 4 guys, they can't drop 30 and 40. If the bench is dropping 20, like it doesn't add up. So you either get your points from the starters or you getting it from the bench.
Yeah.
I can see if 2 of our guys can only drop 30, and now you need somebody on the bench that got to drop 20, 15.
And we remember the days when we ain't had none of that.
We ain't had none of that.
So might have had one.
I think now it's just a game of understanding what y'all doing. You said it yesterday. Every pass, every shot matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And though it look like we hot, when them late game situation and y'all tired because Tibbs run y'all into the ground, y'all got to figure it out. So that's including the bench. Like y'all got to do a better job of being smart on the court.
I don't understand the passes. I mean, where's the bounce pad? I understand. I love the concept. Move that ball ahead to that man, but y'all trying to thread the needle. Like these opponents are still NBA players. Like what we doing, other teams been doing for years.
Yeah, because when it comes so easy, we got a whole starting 5 of 2-way kind of players.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that means they play great offense, defense, and they come easy. So of course they're going. Sometimes you got to go back to the basics. When you shoot, you got to follow through. When you pass, you got to follow through with the pass. And I think sometimes they got to. Yeah, sometimes they got to reel it back.
Yeah, but this is something the players are talking about. Because they're all doing it. Brunson, Cat, every OG.
And then it ain't even only the Knicks. Everybody doing it.
No, I'm talking about the way our passes now getting picked off.
Because they're trying to be fancy.
Yeah, I mean you advance. The good thing is that it's you're advancing the ball, but you think that ball is going to get past 3 defenders.
Yeah, but look at Josh Giddey last night. He ain't even do it with.
Well, at first, see, it was a cheat code because remember he looked first. He saw it was a 2-on-1. He had 2 guys ahead of the pack, so he really looked because if I saw you running that way and I just do this, it just went past him and then Levine picked it up. But it was for somebody else. It was for ball.
Hey, listen, when it looked good,
it
looked good.
But it was so cheap.
It's funny because when you seen it, I knew. I was like, where he even throwing that?
But that's the kind of pass he threw in college.
Yeah, all right. But it still looked like it was him. And then last thing on the list to tie it all together is with Mitch. I just got 2 things right there. I'm going to say it in different order, though. Is he healthy or is he not healthy? I'm confused now at this point.
Yeah, I am too, because now he's not even on the bench now. Remember,
you'll read one thing and they say he's not healthy and it's taking him longer to recover. And then on the flip side, you'll see people say that he's healthy and he's looking better than ever. So which one is it?
I think he's healthy. I think I hate to say, they got to be shopping him. Because remember a while back and he did go with them the one time that he was back and he was going to do some light practice and he wasn't cleared. Tibbs was saying he looks good. He's going to be shooting and lifting, not ready for full contact yet, but traveling with the team. Well, then after that, then you don't hear no more about him again. It just went dark, but you started hearing about other centers they could be going after. Now, none of that is written in stone.
Now, it's other centers or it's a 6-man?
A center, 6-man, yeah, because I don't think whoever they bring in.
Now, when they said 6-man, I took that as when they said center or 6-man.
No, it was center because I think guys like Robert Williams and all these, Richards, all these type of guys, and those aren't even scoring centers. They just rebound and block.
But they ain't looking for no 6-man. I think they looking for a starter center and bring Josh Hart back off the bench or something.
I don't know if he necessarily have to be a starter. I don't know if Tibbs is going to mess with not starting Towns anymore. Now Towns may get a bulk of his time at the 4 with another center. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
True.
It ain't broke. Towns also said in a recent interview when asked about his rebounding, because he's second in the league in rebounding. He said I could rebound. I didn't have to do it that much there when Gobert came. But I knew coming here, I had to rebound. And you see I don't take him
You
out
know,
of starting
yeah.
lineup right away.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna tell you the truth. Every time I put him in the parlay for a double, he hit. So yeah, maybe you're right.
Oh yeah, he's a double.
Yeah, the double.
Well, just being 7 foot
Damn
around
near
the
triple
rim.
double.
Yeah. I realize why his big rebounds are because we're not shooting a whole lot of threes. It's easy for the center to get the rebounds on the mid-range shots because the ball don't bounce that far.
Right.
If we're shooting a whole lot of threes, he's not getting 17, 20 rebounds because the ball is bouncing out.
Listen, in the comments, is Mitch healthy or is he not healthy? And the second question,
I don't know no more.
It's gonna be, I don't really know. I agree with you on the second take though. Like, I think they just shopping him because who's gonna take him if he's hurt like this? Do you replace him or do you keep him? And I know what I'm gonna say. I'm biased. I don't care. I'm keeping him.
Keeping him too.
I'm keeping him.
Okay, but how about the worst case scenario?
Mitch gotta. I ain't gonna say it like that. He gotta retire. He gotta retire, Nick. You can't let that go. Cause you're not getting, unless you're gonna get one of them dudes from Cleveland.
So let me ask the question.
Like if you getting Mobley or somebody, or
you ain't getting Mobley. That's dead. You might get Allen.
Which one's the starter?
You're not getting
Allen. Ain't he the starter?
Mobley's the power forward. But he plays center when Allen is out. But now let's ask this: if you trade him, do you trade him for a center like him, a defensive center, or do you trade him for an offensive center? Because they're both out there.
Now you get the
look at last night with the Bulls. Look at
the way
Toronto's. I mean, everybody got a scoring center.
Y'all gonna call me crazy, but the only way I'm happy if Mitch leave if you got Zion, because he hurt too. Ain't no way you gonna give me somebody Valanciunas, whatever how you say his name.
You not take Valanciunas?
Not for no Mitch. He hurt too.
I'm saying, well, he ain't hurt now.
He had the cupping on his arm.
Well, he ain't hurt now, but he was torturing us. Not torturing us, but him and like last night with Vujic, and you got some guys, some centers that get the ball down low and get buckets.
Yeah. Worst case scenario.
I'm talking
about worst case scenario. Yeah, there's certain centers there I just would take if we just had to let go of Mitch. But if you're gonna give me another center that be hurt too, like what was the point of even trading if he not gonna play neither?
Well, the ones that are playing right now, I mean, you're right. But the ones that are playing right now, the ones that score, they're scoring on us and they're scoring. So if I can get a center that's going to give me 10, 12 points when he touches the ball and he's looking to score, like look at last night. They was throwing Vujic down in the post, and what was he doing? As soon as he catch it, turn and score.
This is the thing for another day.
Yeah, that's another day.
But I'm gonna say this early, just so y'all know for another day. If Mitch is gone, that means they're gonna have to take Mitch, my boy McBride, and you're gonna have to give me Zion, like, cause he be hurt too. And that's the only way I'll be happy. Ain't no way y'all about to give me Mitch is good. I think if he's healthy, he's gonna be the truth. He go on a run every time he come back.
Yeah, and it'll take him a while to get,
time he come back, he going not all-star status, but he's going down as like a top 3 to 5 big every time he plays. Yeah. He's getting double-doubles.
Yeah, I think we should keep him.
He's scoring 10 and 15 and getting 10 to 15 rebounds every game, and it's not even like they looking for him to score. He just getting these off of putbacks. Yeah. Our second chance points go way up. It's almost like contagious when he's playing. So it's almost like even when he come back, you say don't fix it. But damn, it's like if he start, you know how many second chance points that is with him and Josh Hart. Josh Hart probably comes out. But yeah, you take Towns out, put Mitch in with him and Josh Hart. Yeah. That's what we had before. Our second chance points was through the roof last year.
Yeah. Oh, so no doubt about that.
So you don't give that up just for anybody. That's just gonna give you extra points that take away from somebody else scoring. I don't see that. Unless you're gonna get Porzingis back.
You ain't getting that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, unless you're gonna get somebody back of worth, or that we just don't know, like Brunson, how we got Brunson. Unless you're gonna go find somebody that we're gonna question and be like, oh,
well, Brunson came in free agency.
Capable of this. That's what I'm saying. Like,
who can you get in a
trade? Then you trade Mitch for anybody, or trade him for anybody and go get Dwight Howard. Then I'll be like, all right.
I don't know about that one either, but
I mean, he probably ain't even healthy now, but
he might be.
But yeah.
All right.
That was it. Welcome back. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, it's a new year.
Happy New Year.
Peace.
Peace.